really thankful to be in Trojan Arena today with this win, the bounce back win. We didn't want to stay down for very long. We talked to the team about the way you get a good bounce back is you get back to what you're good at and what you're great at. And number one is rebounding, and we did great with that today. Number two is running, and number three, we try to force turnovers and be aggravating on defense. So they did an exceptional job on rebounding today, and they did well in all those areas.
And Coach, you kind of touched on turnovers. Looking at Georgia State's stats all year, they are in the top 3 for the conference in forcing turnovers, but also committing turnovers. How were you guys kind of able to use that in your scouting report and use it in today's game?
Yeah. Well, that's been something we've been really focused on all year. We see it at the beginning of the year as a weakness, like our turnovers. So we have to continue to get better at that. And this was a good team to go against because, like you say, they're one of the top teams in the nation at forcing turnovers. So we still had too many today, but it could have been a lot worse if we hadn't been improving on it.
And Coach, you had Amani come off the bench, and she kind of, was able to kind of energize the team, in the fourth quarter too with those back-to-back threes.
Yes.
Just talking about that move and just kind of the lineup of starting Kamisha tonight and how you guys were able to kind of utilize Amani off the bench as a sharpshooter.
Yeah, we were really happy to have Kamisha start, but she's a great player. She was a player of the year from her conference where she came from, and she's been coming off the bench for us. But lately she's just been giving us a spark and really dialed in at practice, and we wanted to give her that opportunity, and we're so glad it worked out the way it did because we need it. If you look at it, for a while Amani was the one scoring off the bench. So Amani came in and played perfectly off that bench to give us the spark we needed at that moment.
And Coach, you talked about bounce back. You guys avoid back-to-back losses at home for the first time since 2023-24 when you guys had the 0-3 start. Just talk about how important it was to kind of come back and accomplish that at home.
It's hugely important, right? I mean, I think everybody kind of expects us to win, but expectation doesn't get a win. The players have to learn how to bounce back. They were crushed with that loss. They were crushed, and that's the way it should be. We need to care about representing Troy with wins every night. And they were crushed over it, but we were able, in a very short turnaround, to get our spirits back up and get our mind on what it takes to bounce back, which is to do the things that we do well.
And to quote you in the locker room, there's a lot of players you can talk about, but I think one in particular, Zay Dyer, she had a double-double in the first 3 minutes of the second quarter. And for her to end with her fourth 20-plus point performance against her former team, just talk about what it was like to witness that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I was so happy of how she was playing because it means a lot to her to play well every night, but in this game particularly. But, she got us going because Fortuna made the first shot. She made a beautiful shot, but Zay kept getting every single rebound. When we would shoot, if we missed it, she would rebound it and put it back in, and we gained more and more confidence and more good feeling and good, and it got us off just playing a little more free. It might have helped us right after that loss to play so well, and she knew what she had to do, and she did it for us.
And speaking of a player that needed to do what she needed to do, and after talking to her, the word beast, feed the beast, down low was post players, but they seemed like we were feeding Rachel Leggett all night. 6 for 6 from the field, 2 of 2 from deep. She had her first career double-double as a Trojan. Talk about what it was like to see that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much I can say about that. When you're a player that plays the hardest every day and brings the best energy and is the best teammate, when they have a game like that, it's what you live for coaching, right? And she did. She had a great game. She was 100% shooting. When she came to Troy, she could not shoot the three, and she lives in this gym developing. That's one of the reasons she came here, because she knew in our system everybody can shoot the ball and play in all the different roles, and it's kind of positionless. And so she's been getting better and better. She's hit a three, several of the last games. And then tonight she was 100%, so we're excited for her.
And, Coach, next week we go back on the road, going up into freezing temperatures, as you kind of put it in the locker room. Marshall, that one's going to be a huge one in terms of just top seedings. And then you guys play Coastal, a sneaky little team there at the bottom. Just talk about what it's going to be like to prepare for that long road trip.
Well, it is going to be cold, I'm sure. It's going to be a long road trip, I'm sure. But the only thing I'm focused on is what we've got to do to beat Marshall. They're hot right now. They're a great team. They have a great coach. They haven't lost in a long time, I don't think. They play a unique style of basketball that we really maybe haven't seen yet. And whoever wins that game is going to be in contention for first. And whoever doesn't win that game might fall as low as sixth place. So it is a huge game. We have a lot of film to watch. We have a lot to prepare our team for. So that's what we're focused on.